Rory, can you just talk about the difference between the front nine and obviously the back nine with the 30?
8 shots. Yeah, I just didn't have any momentum on the. I played the front nine pretty well. I mean, I hit 2 good shots into 1, hit a great shot into 2. Hit a good drive, hit 2 good shots into 4. I was giving myself loads of looks, and then I hit a decent shot into 7 that I then 3-putted, and then instead of I was staying patient, and then instead of six pars in a row and then trying to break that duck with a birdie, I ended up making a bogey. I'm sort of pretty frustrated going into the back 9, and then the 3 on 10, the tee shot onto the green there sort of got me going a little bit, and then I made a great par save on 11 after driving it in the water, and then those holes in particular, 10 and 11, sort of got me going. And then there is some chances coming in. I mean, 12's a good birdie chance, par 5, 16 as well. But obviously played those last few holes really nicely, and again, second day in a row where I've putted really, really nicely, which is good to see.
Have you ever tried to drive 10 before?
No, but I wasn't as long as I am now. I'm definitely a good few yards longer, over the last couple of years than I have been in the past. So, and I thought if I got it in one of the 2 front traps, that would be a good leave to hit something up the green. But yeah, I wasn't trying to hit it on the green, but it was nice to walk up and see it on there.
You were visibly frustrated on 8, and I'd imagine frustration in this golf course could cause you a problem if it goes too far. What do you do just to keep it the right way?
Because I felt like I ended up. I was 1 over through 7 and hit a bad tee shot on 8, and I felt like I should have been 2 or 3 under through 7. So I felt like I was pretty wasteful those first few holes. And then I hit it in the one place on 8 that you can't hit it, was in that right rough, and you're blocked out by the trees. So, yeah, a couple little bursts of frustration on the 8th the last 2 days, but, both times it sort of got me going.
That's what I mean. Did you use that to
I think so, like a bit of a reset, a bit of a, it would have been nice to see if par on 8 today, but, I played the last 10 holes in 6 under after that, so it's sometimes you need to let it out and not let it sort of just you build up inside you, I guess.
What are your thoughts on chasing tomorrow?
Depends what the conditions are like. You start chasing on this golf course, it can bite you pretty quickly. You start taking some more aggressive lines, start going at some pins with these firm greens and short siding yourself. So you got to pick your spots and still be patient. And I think the wind's going to be out of a different direction again tomorrow. So the golf course is going to play quite different to what it was today. So we'll see what happens.
Rory, why do you always speak your mind? And there are a couple guys not happy with the smaller fields comments you made yesterday.
Why wouldn't I speak my mind? I guess. You ask me my opinion, and I give it to you. I'm not going to stand up here and lie to you.
Okay. Rory, speaking of your opinion, when you say more cutthroat, about what's the number of guys keeping their card each year moving forward if you had your way, like FedEx Cup? Are we talking like 100 or less? Or
I guess I haven't thought about it that hard. I guess my thing is I'm all for more cutthroat and more competitive and trying to give pathways to the younger generation. So through Corn Ferry, through PGA Tour U, through I'd rather
have more of a
instead of I just feel like there's a lot of categories on tour that people are sort of still benefiting off what they did 5 or 10 years ago. And I feel like the most competitive professional golf tour in the world, you should have to come out and prove yourself year after year after year.
And then the second part to that, when you think of the World Tour, are you thinking of creating new events to be complementary to a tour, or are you talking about borrowing the best events from?
Yeah, so I would say take the best events from all over the world and try to create something through that, because those events still have history and legacy and tradition and all the things that are still very important in golf. I think there's been some experiments with, creating new tournaments out of nothing, and I don't know if they've really captured the imagination of the general public, and that's what you want. You want to, like, why is the Masters the Masters? Why is this tournament this tournament? Why are the more historical tournaments the ones that are revered so much in our game? It's because they have history and people remember Ben Hogan winning or Jack Nicklaus or these guys, and it's all about trying to bridge the present back to the past and the people that came before us, and I think that's important.
When you look at that last 9 holes, is it more than a good 9 holes? Is it something you've kind of been waiting to see, or
a little bit? It doesn't feel too dissimilar to the Dubai Desert Classic at the start of the year. I feel like I won that golf tournament in 27 holes. Yeah. I shot 9 under on Saturday and 3 under in the front 9 on Sunday, and sort of I didn't really do much else. So, and when the golf course is playing as tough as this, that's all you sort of only need, like 2 really good 9-hole stretches, and then you can sort of play conservative and make a lot of pars the rest of the way. Thank you.